Welcome to Afro Nation TV channel. In this video, we examine one of Africa's dictators. Kindly click the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you.
We want to be free to express our opinions without fear of persecution. This was the message that opposition lawmaker Robert Kyagulanyi, better known as Bobi Wine, directed at President Yoweri Museveni Monday. It was Kyagulanyi's first news conference since he returned from the United States, where he was receiving medical treatment for injuries he says he received last month while in police custody. He accused Museveni of becoming a tyrant who has turned Ugandans into fugitives because they hold a contrary opinion to his. Kyagulanyi appealed to Museveni to care more for the next generation instead of the next general elections.
The nation has always been looking up to you. It is not too late, Mr. President, to do what is right. It is not too late to listen to our cries. It is not too late to regain your legacy, to save your legacy, Mr. President.
VOA reached out to a government spokesman for comment on Kyagulanyi's remarks but received no reply. Police and soldiers were out in force when Kyagulanyi landed at Entebbe International Airport last week to prevent his supporters from holding any marches or rallies. Political analyst Andrew Karamaji describes Kyagulanyi's message to Museveni as one of reconciliation, but he doubts the Ugandan leader will consider the message.
I think that he ought to self-introspect and think about what has gone on before, the contribution he has made, the interest of safeguarding his legacy, whatever he has done, which he is now starting to unravel and destroy, and think about those things and now move towards securing that legacy and ensuring that we have the first peaceful transition in our country.
Kyagulanyi and 32 others face treason charges for allegedly throwing stones at President Museveni's convoy in the town of Arua. If convicted, they could face the death penalty.
Yoweri Kaguta Tibwabuwa Museveni was born September 15, 1944 and has been president of Uganda since 1986. He's said to have been elected 5 times and will go again in 2021 for the 6th time, despite constitutional question marks on his age in relation to the Ugandan presidential age limit. For a good number of years, perpetual crackdown on opposition leaders and the media in Uganda have become usual and normal in a ridiculous manner. These have been said by many analysts to be clear signs the country has slowly sunk into anarchy and lawlessness. Museveni has turned into an autocratic leader bent on silencing the opposition and suppressing the media in order to maintain a firm grip on his power. This only confirms that Uganda, like some other countries in Africa, is slowly degenerating into a failed state, or perhaps already one. Selfish interests and the lack of tolerance of divergent views, especially from the opposition and civil rights groups, have tainted Museveni's image in the eyes of many Ugandans. Uganda in the political sphere is clear proof that absolute power does indeed corrupt absolutely. It's a vivid example of how some leaders aid their own people, in particular the youth, out of fear of being ejected from the seat of power. Museveni has maintained his firm grip on power by appointing his close family members to key positions in government, especially in the security sector. This, however, has become a trademark for African dictators. His wife, Janet Museveni, and their son, Major General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, hold key positions in the government. He appointed his younger brother Salim Saleh as the commander of the Uganda army following his victory over Tito Okello in 1986, but sacked him in 1989 following claims of corruption. Nonetheless, Saleh still wields huge influence on the president. Besides fiddling with the constitution, Museveni has maintained his absolute grip on power through sheer brute by presuming his opponents to submission. Museveni will go down in the books of history as a freedom fighter who betrayed his people and a leader who knew what needed to be done but still chose to look the other way. Currently, uncertainty looms with regard to where the country is heading. Rampant corruption in virtually all government institutions continues unabated. The judiciary has lost its sanctity and police brutality is at its peak. More often, police and the army are unleashed on peaceful demonstrations. The frequent political intimidation of the renowned pop singer, prominent government critic and presidential aspirant, Robert Kyagulanyi, better known by his stage name Bobby Wine, on direct orders from the state is a clear indication of how far Museveni will go to impose his authoritarian leadership style. Is Museveni the greatest African dictator? We leave you to decide. Kindly leave your comments and don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on notification. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.